Keep the faith. Keep the faith. I'm going to stay in the race. I'm going to keep the faith. You ain't going to make me mad enough to get out the race. No. I'm not going to get tired enough to get out the race. He's done so much for me. If you lose a job, keep the faith. If you bury your child, keep the faith. If you have to downsize, keep the faith. If you get sick, keep the faith. If you're at your wit's end, keep the faith. If you lose your kidneys, keep the faith. If you got heart trouble, keep the faith. You might not get a new heart, but you got to keep your faith. How do you keep the faith? How do you keep your head above water? How do you march against the tide? How do you stand up when everybody around you seems to be falling down? How do you keep firm and solid footing when everything underneath you seems to be slipping away? How do you keep the faith? Number one, you got to be a fighter.
Faith into action equals manifestation. Nothing is done without willpower. I want you to think about your major goal. And I want you to have a big goal. Why is that important? Because in order to do something you've never done, you've got to become someone you've never been. You have greatness in you. If you don't have the money, and if you don't have the contacts, if you don't have the relationship, none of those things matter. You have a golden dream if you have the willpower to go after it.
You can never lose faith. That's the key. You have to believe in something that you can't see. You have to believe when you don't see no way how. Faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. You have to buckle down and keep believing. If God told you you were going to be rich in August of 2021, do you know how crazy you would talk to people from now until then? Because you know on August 21, I'm going to be rich. But he don't tell you when the package is going to arrive. So here's the deal. He wants you to stay in faith to receive the package. Because he only delivers to Faith Street. If you step off over here to I don't see how Boulevard, he don't ship it. He does not ship it. He only sends the boxes to Faith Street.
And once you believe you deserve something, then you've at least opened the door to walk into the room of success. But prior to believing you deserve it, you can do all the work, all the calls, all the mechanics that the other people do. But if you don't believe you deserve it, you're never going to even walk into the room and sit at the table to have a chance to get your piece. The chair at the table, space at the table, is only reserved for those who believe they deserve to be sitting there. Hard work matters. Why does hard work matter? Hard work matters strategic, because if you make more phone calls, do the old adage, right? Show up earlier than everybody else, leave later. But there's something more deep about that. Yes, making more phone calls, seeing more people, being more active, being busier, putting in more hours into something always gives you a strategic chance that something powerful happens when you do things other people aren't willing to do. You begin to believe you deserve to have things other people won't have. And that's what gets you a seat at the table of success.
Wisdom uninvested in labor is wasted. Even the highest of attitude, which is faith. Faith uninvested is wasted, produces nothing. The name of the game is to put faith and philosophy into activity so that it starts making progress. Turning nothing into something. How do you do that? Here's how you start. There's 3 steps to it. Number 1, imagination. Now, imagination is not tangible, but it is almost real. Almost real. Not real, but it's almost real. But it's hard to say that imagination is nothing. Imagination is not tangible yet, but it is the beginning of turning nothing into something.
And so, as a result of developing the faith, I expand my vision of doing things beyond my comfort zone. So expand your vision. There were more millionaires have been created last year than any other time in history. It's easier now to create wealth than ever before in our economy. And so having a service-driven life, looking at the things that you want to do, and having collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships, learning every day that you have breath, you have an opportunity to serve. You have an opportunity to make a difference.
A man without a dream or vision should perish. It's what God puts in your imagination for you to have. Everything God wants you to have, He puts it in your imagination. Albert Einstein said imagination is everything. It's a preview to life's coming attractions. It all happens at an appointed time, but you have to stay in faith for the appointed time to happen for you. I've been wanting to be on TV since I was 10 years old. You know how old I was before I got on TV? 38. 28 years after I wrote it on the paper. I want to be on TV. It took me 28 years to get on TV. But it happened at an appointed time. I just never gave up the faith. I kept going because I didn't know how to quit. Because I know if I quit, it cannot happen. But if you stay with it, you have no idea what can happen for you.
It's a dogfight of skills and talents and luck and faith and circumstance and blessing and all that stuff. But to get to the table, to get into the room, you have to believe you deserve to be there. The hard work part plays into shifting your identity. That over time, not even that long a period of time, when you're doing the things others are unwilling to do, you begin quietly to begin to believe that, oh, I deserve to be rewarded in ways these other people aren't going to be rewarded because I'm doing the things others won't do. And so the fastest way to change your identity, to change our belief, is just to flat get to work, to flat get there earlier, to flat leave later, to just make more calls, see more people, be more relentless, just pour ourselves into the work, because actually the hard work can in reverse impact our identity. And that's the key in changing your belief. So ask yourself this question, honestly, in whatever business you're in. Have you done everything physically and mentally possible to get yourself to that table? Have you done everything you're capable of? Have you been relentless and ferocious and invested so much time, effort, and energy that inside you, you know you deserve to win? Or have you held something in reserve? Have you not really given it your best? Have you kind of hoped you'd get a little bit luckier? Well, it's that little bit of reserve you hold back that will ultimately keep you from sitting at the table of success.
How would we start to strengthen our belief in that what we imagine is possible to turn it into reality? And there's 2 or 3 ways. One is to believe your own testimony. If you've done it before, why couldn't you do it again? If you've done it once, couldn't you do it the second time? Why not believe in your own testimonial? I was rich by age 31 and broke by age 33. You know, I lost the money, but I didn't lose the skills. And that's what's important about personal development. You can lose the money, but not the skills, so who cares about the money? Unless it's getting late, right? And you're like 90, and, you know, it's a little difficult to go back to the streets, but hey, once you've got the skills, you own the skills. So we start with imagination, which is almost real. I mean, it's not real yet. It's not tangible yet, but it's almost real. Now we move to faith to believe that what we imagine is possible. So we study our own testimony. If we've done it before, we can do it again. Here's what else we study. Other testimonials of somebody who did it. Somebody that built a hotel said, yes, I started with some plans and finally believed it was possible, and here it is. Say, well, if it's possible for one, it's possible for another. In fact, sometimes when we hear the testimonial, here's how they finish. If I can do it, you can do it. See, that's a classic testimonial that gives us now what we call faith. Faith is generated by what we hear, the vocabulary of what we hear, the vocabulary of what we read. That generates faith, to believe that it's possible. Now, faith is not reality. You can't say faith is nothing, because it affects. It's like radiation. To us, it's nothing because it can't be seen. But radiation is so powerful, it can kill you. Right? You can't see it, but it has an incredible effect. And that's true of faith. Faith can't be seen, but it has an incredible effect on your attitude, on your behavior, on your disciplines, on your work for the day, and all the rest. So faith is tangible in that sense, that it affects the emotions, it affects the drive. It's called the unseen magic. But now here's what we do with faith and imagination. We deposit it in disciplines and activity. Imagination, without the activity to translate it into reality, serves no purpose. But wisdom and faith, deposited in activity, creates reality. The reality of a career. The reality of a hotel. It wasn't there.
Life rarely ever goes exactly as planned. Oftentimes, life will take you in a completely different direction to the path you intended to travel. But no matter what happens, have faith. Faith that in the end, not right now, but in the end, it will work out. Faith is believing it will happen. When there are no signs, it will happen. Faith is believing in your dream when no one else does. Faith is sitting in the middle of the storm of your life and still being able to close your eyes and picture the sunny skies. Still being able to feel the better days are coming, despite the storm all around you. Now that's faith. Sometimes you need to risk it all for a dream only you can see. Have faith in the dream, no matter what you have to sacrifice to get there, no matter how long it's going to take. I have faith this will work out in the end. Faith is taking the first step. Even when you can't see the whole path, trust it. The rest of the path will reveal itself in time if you keep moving forward. Faith is stepping out there and having a crack when the conditions are perfect. If you wait for the conditions to be perfect to go after the things you want, you might be waiting forever.
Einstein once said, only those who can see the invisible can achieve the impossible. You must have faith. What you are picturing in your mind will come to life.
You must have faith the struggle will pass. You must have faith your time will come. Because when you believe in yourself, you are unstoppable. There is no greater asset than faith and belief in yourself. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. Have faith, success will be near. Remember, it may not happen immediately, but just know that in time, it absolutely will happen. Long term, it's yours. Just keep believing and never lose faith.
Faith is believing it will happen when there are no signs that it will happen. Faith is believing in your dream when no one else does. It is believing in yourself when no one else does. Because sometimes you may need to risk it all for a dream only you can see.
It does not matter where you are right now or who you have been. If you have faith and a relentless desire to succeed, you can really achieve anything in this world. Have faith. You will be great. And go get it.
Hey there, beautiful souls, welcome back to our channel. Today I want to talk to you about never losing faith. We all face challenges and obstacles in our lives, and it's easy to feel like giving up. But remember, tough times don't last. Thought people do. I want you to take a moment to think about all the times you thought you would not make it through, but you did. That's because you did not lose faith. You held on, you kept going, and you came out stronger on the other side. So whatever you are going through right now, I want you to believe that you have the strength to overcome it. Keep the faith, keep pushing forward, and never lose sight of your dreams. Remember, every setback is a setup for comeback. So keep the faith, stay positive, and never lose hope. You have got this. I hope this message resonates with you today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more motivational content. And always remember, never lose faith. Thank you for watching.